Hey guys, welcome to Retail Rescue, survival strategies for the brick and mortar pro shop. Sponsored by EasyV Sites, I'm Aaron and Inside Archery. Stay tuned for this week's tip of the week. This week we're going to talk about buying your inventory. I know we're just a little bit beyond the show season, but it's not too late. Busy season is upon us. We want to make sure you're buying the correct inventory. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it, but I want to tell you real quick. It's amazing to me as an archery manufacturer, we're calling around different dealers and asking them when we place their order, what buying group do you belong to? And they say, we don't belong to a buying group. A lot of them, probably half of you guys. I know it takes a couple of years to build your credit. I'm not going to spend the whole segment on it. You got to be in a buying group. NBS, NABA, Arrow, one of them will fit your mix. It's about a 10% difference in margin. You have to buy right. The ceiling on the price point is about set. You can't sell it for more than everybody else, but that's the whole business, is buying it at the right volume and the right price. So do yourselves a favor, absolutely, tomorrow. Pick up the phone, join one of the buying groups. It's a couple of $100 a year. It'll add $10,000-$20,000 to the end of your bottom line at the end of the year. So what do we buy? We want to really analyze. I had a point of sale system, an old 15-year-old computer I bought for $5,000. Not anything really fancy, but it would enable me, when I walked into the ATA show, it told me how many sites at $69.99 I sold. So I am hunting for that price point. I want the best site for $69.99 that's a good product for my customers, has the best margin built in for my store, and I know I have to devote this many dollars to that many units, and I know how many in May, how many in June, how many in July, how many in August. And you program that order. It's so critical. These manufacturers will give you a 5-10%, sometimes more, show special if you program it at the show. Doesn't mean you have to take the 400 that you wrote down. Let's hope that you do, but take just a half a dozen early in the year to see how they go, see how your customers respond to it. Make sure you like the product. Bank the 12 in July, 12 in August, 12 in September, and whatever your latest month of your calendar in your shop. Some seasons back east open later. Put another order of 24 back there. If this thing does explode like you're hoping, you can pull up from that order. You can cancel it if you have to. The manufacturers will understand. Give them a little bit of notice, but program those orders and bank that margin from the show special. I know exactly how many sites in this price category that I sell, how many sites in this price point category that I sell, and how many high-end, the $150 to $200. So I know exactly how many dollars I need to put in each step. So critical. You can't just plaster your money on the pegboard and expect it to bring back the revenue for the exact mix of sales, but you can look back. Doesn't take a lot of a computer to look back and see what your sales history is so that you're ordering correctly. Real quick, I don't want to get into a slippery slope here, but I want to talk about how you're buying your inventory. You're spending this money anyways. You're spending hours at the end of the month writing those bills out, writing those checks. So I want you to think about putting that on a credit card. Not spending money that you don't have. Don't get into trouble, but this is money that you're spending anyways. So you can shop around. I put a lot of I'm ordering $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 worth of inventory every year. I put about half of it on my Delta Miles card. All my trips, all my flights, my hotels to go to the ATA show, free. I took my family on 2 or 3 nice vacations. We went to Hawaii, different places, free. You're spending that money anyways, and then it's one check at the end of the month. If you pay that balance in full every month, they never made a dime of interest on me, but I gained quite a bit. You can get cash back rewards to further grow your inventory dollars, but look into the right credit card that fits your store, and I think that'll save you a lot of time and make you a lot of money in the end. Lastly, this week, I want to talk about the new stuff. When I walk into the ATA show, my first stop is the innovation zone. This is stuff that nobody's seen before. Some of it's a little hokey, I know. Some of it's really good stuff. I've got some real golden nuggets out of the innovation zone that nobody else has. The big box stores aren't carrying this. It's not on the big internet sites yet.
you can be that authority in your community with this piece of new technology. You're the guy to introduce that to your community. So I devote 15 to 20% of my inventory budget on new exciting lines. It might be this scouting camera that's updated with new dials. I might be that guy with that line this year. It might be a line of camo that I want to try, but you got to change it up. If the people in your community have been to your store and they see what you have, and you try to have the same thing every year, they know what you have. So then if they're looking for something else and they can shop right on their smartphones, they don't think that you're up to date and you're having the new stuff. You have to change it up. 20% is my recommendation, to always have something new. So then you're the authority there. Man, I got to go by the archery shop and see what's coming in new this week. You got to keep it fresh and got to keep it live and up. So we're going to talk more about purchasing your inventory, but I'm Aaron, Retail Rescue from Inside Archery Magazine. We'll see you next week. Let's keep on building. Lots of work to do.